Hey everybody, how's it going? So I was at Home Depot tonight picking up some rocks. I need some rocks to put in the planters out. I've got some cedars behind the garage and planters. And when it gets really windy, the winds were like 80 kilometers an hour today. Keeps blowing them over, knocking them over. I went to leave today and noticed one of them was missing. Thankfully, obviously one of my neighbors was kind enough, saw it knocked over and put it in beside the garage. So I went and bought some rocks at Home Depot. Anyway, to make a short story long, that's what happened. And I happened to just be walking by the paint section. Often in front of the paint section, they have these things set up there on sale. And this is one of them. It's the Anvil Pneumatic brad nailer, stapler, and pin nailer kit. 99 bucks. Was it 99 bucks? Something like 99 bucks. 98 bucks, even better. There we go. See? 98 bucks. There we go. Yeah, do I need it? I don't know. I've got an electric brad nailer that works all right. I think I've used it a few times. I used it to when I put new felt on the pool table because it takes a million staples to go around. I've used it for that. Yeah, I mean, I've used it a few times. So for 99 bucks, I just thought, what the hell? There's lots of times I've done stuff. I don't work with wood a whole lot, so I'm not going to go out and buy the most expensive air nailer or stapler or whatever brad nailer that I can find because I just don't use them enough. So for what I do, this should be good enough. So let's see what all it comes with here. Comes with a piece of cardboard. Big, huge, thick instruction book. Some oil, 3 different Allen keys. I'll set those away. Let's pull one of the guns out. That's one of them. I don't know which one this is. No idea. Set that aside. Another one that looks exactly the same. Literally looks exactly the same. Same size. Oil drop daily. Different loading system here though for whatever this one takes. I suspect that's the only difference in these two. And this little wee tiny one. There we go. Settings for the length, inch pounds setting. Move the red button to the close desired pin length. Shoots 1/2 inch to 1 inch long headless micro pins. Okay, so that's the micro pin gun. Stapler. They're marked on here actually. This one must be the brad nailer. 2-inch brad nailer. There we go. Now, oh, you know what's really awesome? Is they came with air fittings already attached. I thought I was going to have to pilfer some off of my other air tools that I don't really use a whole lot anymore, but that's always sweet. And it comes with like a starter pack to get you started here. 1.5 inch brad nails, 200 pieces, 200 1-inch pin nails, and 200 1-inch staples. Brad nails are 18 gauge, pin nails are 23 gauge, and 18 gauge 1-inch staples. So that's handy too. I mean, for what I paid, I think this is a pretty good deal. Maybe we better leave those out, just in case. Let's fool around here. What do we got? Which one is this? 18 gauge. I'm going to load these things up. Well, maybe I'll do that on camera so you guys can see too. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. All right, did some figuring out. Don't worry, I didn't cheat and read the instructions. I just figured it out. So this is obviously it's being the smallest, it's the micro pin nailer. So you remove pull back the I don't know what this is even called, the cartridge, whatever. These are the pins. And conveniently enough, you look, they have an arrow on them facing forward. So they just go into there. There's a little slot, lock in place. This one would be, that would be these. So these would be the headless brad nails, or no, those have a head. Like that, I would assume. Seems to be how they fit. We'll try them like that. This one is the staples. This is pretty simple. You see it's got a thing in there. We'll just slide those in over that and close it in place. There we go, and we're good to go. Since how this is the first time using them, I'm going to take use some of the oil. Tastes like mineral oil. Feels and tastes like mineral oil. So we'll just pop the cap off. We'll put a couple of drops in each of them. The heck is the problem here? This isn't oiling very well. Do we need to cut the tip off maybe? There's your problem, lady. Let's use my very dull coast knife. Needs to be sharpened. All right, there we go. It's better. We'll put a drop in there. Squeeze the trigger to make it go down. Okay, it's good enough for that one. Drop of oil. Well, let's go a couple drops since they're new. A couple drops in there. And a couple drops in this one. There we go. All right. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to get a piece of wood to try these things in and start the camera up again. So just hold on a sec. Alrighty then, now that we're all loaded up, got a piece of wood 2x4 clamped in the device here. Going to use the tiny pin nailer. The air, there's no adjustment for this one. On the other ones, there's an air adjustment where you can adjust where the air comes out the back so it's not blasting you in the face when you use it. This one, it just comes straight out the top. So don't hold it like this. You just push it against it. Oh great, what did I do? Okay, well, let's just try one of these little shims here, about that thick, just to try it out. Pretty much goes right through, but it sticks out a little, so it's not exactly intended for this. This is kind of, I don't know. Let's try something a little thicker. Do this. Yeah. Try a little piece of molding, decorative molding. See, now this would be perfect for that. That's awesome. Holds out really well. The heads are just sunk just below the surface. Let's see, pull that out. There you go. Well, let's pound these in just to get them out of the way. And now let's try, which is this one here. This is the stapler. Now, as I mentioned, you see the exhaust on these ones is on the back, and you can adjust it. I've got it adjusted so it shoots out the top, or you can shoot out the left side or the right side, whatever. And this setting here is the depth setting for how deep you want it to countersink. I've kind of got it already set up for this. I gave it a try before I started recording. It's just below the surface. So let's try that with, say, this thing. Perfect. That would be what you'd want to do with something thin like this. Pull that out. Don't think you'd want to use it with a piece of molding. And I suppose you could, but let's try right there. Yeah, that would work, but it leaves a pretty big mark. Sure sticks it on there good though. Okay, again, this one too has the same with the depth adjustment right here. So now let's try the big brad nailer. Big bad Brad. Again, I've got this one set up. Same thing with the depth setter here. And they all have a safety on the end that it won't shoot until that's depressed. I've got this one set. Let's set it a little. Okay, so let's try it first on this thin little piece. That works not bad at all. So it's set for about the right depth for that. Let's try it with this thicker one. Let's try it at the thickest end. Hold on here. So that's the thickest end there, which is about, I don't know, 3/8 I'm gonna say. Oops. Premature shooting there. That's awesome. That ain't going nowhere. You can see I moved my whole workbench pulling on that. And it leaves them sticking out just pretty much the thickness. Exactly. Not bad at all. So for $100 for all three of them, I think it's a pretty good deal. Unlike the electric one, you don't have to wait for it. Like I said, I have a boss stitch electric one for staples and brad nails, but there's a weight. You can't, and then you got to pull the trigger and it goes. This is much more efficient, and for $100 for all three of them, I think it's a pretty good deal. Without having tested them out, you know, on a real project, which I will do at a later date and give you guys an update on them, I'm gonna go ahead and give these 2 thumbs up. Yeah, for $100 you can't go wrong. Anvil is a Home Depot Canada brand. I don't know what it's like in the United States, but in Canada this is one of their brands. They don't sell them anywhere else. I've lost one of my little covers. There it is. Don't know why I'm bothering trying to keep it. I'm sure it'll come off again and I'll lose it eventually. But yeah, for all three, $100. I don't know, I'd say it's worth it. Any questions, comments, or you know, whatever, just type down below in the comments, and hope you're having a great week. Take care and stay safe out there. See you later.